So again, back to the burning arrow of time with our product development chart across the top, running from right to left. It's a simple process. If you do this right, it's ABC. You have your early stage companies and with your possible exit here. You have your validation stage companies with your possible exit there. So let's label that exit, exit. So now we have early, validation, and growth stage companies. Let's call these, since we're talking about ABCs, let's call this an alpha company, beta, and Charlie. Okay, it's as simple as ABC, right? Well, no, actually. Even though all companies are alphas when we invest in them, by definition. If they weren't an alpha company, you wouldn't invest. If you didn't have a strong technologist with a strong concept that's been a good patent position and a good team around him or her, then you wouldn't make the initial investment. So by definition, if you're investing in the company, all companies are highly rated, very technically competent companies when you start. As time goes on, though, if you do it properly, then you progress from an alpha to a beta to a Charlie. Does it always happen that way? Well, no. Actually, sometimes if you're not an alpha, then what would you be? Well, ABC would be delta, right? And similarly, you'd have an echo here and a foxtrot. And the brutal reality of life is that you can have an alpha company that zigs down to a delta company, okay, before it gets to a beta. And then a beta could slip and have a regression down to an echo, or heaven forbid, even back to a delta before you get back to a beta company and then on to a Charlie. So the point here is that a linear progression is hard to do. It's the ideal world. The world's not ideal, so you can expect loops and zigzags. And that's normal. So again, just like in the time loop, you can expect zigs and zags as well as the loops, and they all mean time and money. So it's very, very important to think about that and develop a process to make sure to benchmark where you're at, so that you know where you're at. Are you an alpha company or are you a delta company, and how do you measure that? So that's what the next part of the talk is about.